wanted to put in the coup de grace, as they don't say in France. They would say coup de grace in France, but we're not in France, and I'm not French, but at least I know how you're supposed to say it. So, what do we got next happening? We got Denmark, and we got the United States. Whoa, Nelly! They're not giving the United States a chance to rest? Hey, did I hear that somebody else withdrew or forfeited here? Help me out on this. Did I hear that somebody else forfeited? Did I hear that somebody else forfeited? Did I hear that somebody else forfeited? And United States versus Denmark with no rest. Oh, man. No, they got to give this team some rest. That's Ryan Weaver, whose face you see. L. Dale Walter, who's refereeing there. He was on the United States team last year and the year before that. Ryan Weaver is the captain of the 10-man team, the Lionhearts. You can see all those guys with white belts. That's a symbol of something we call the Knights of the Drawn Sword, a little order we created after our first World Championship event. That indicates that you have fought with the U.S. team at a championship event. So, you know that if they're wearing a white belt... Oh my God, that was Ryan Weaver all along? I thought that was Bobby D. Okay, my bad. So, sorry Bobby D. Sorry Ryan, that was Bobby D all along. I mean, sorry Ryan, that was you all along. I thought Bobby D had a different shield. In fact, there's Bobby D standing next to Ryan Weaver with the white cap on his head. Okay, now if you've got a white belt on, that means you fought with the U.S. team at least 1 year before. At least once before. So those are all the veterans on the team. If they're not wearing white belts, they're probably rookies. Might not be, but probably. So, here comes Denmark, and standing around, recovering, and talking to your coaches like that, that's not rest. I don't know what they call it, that's not rest. Now, the Americans are not going to bitch, moan, and complain because Americans don't do that sort of thing, but they didn't get a real rest here, and Denmark is the team to beat here today. So, if I were a betting man, I would put the odds in the favor of Denmark here. So America's really got to pull something out of its hat or some other part of its anatomy in order to be able to pull out a victory here. There's Jeff Galley counting up the fighters here. Jeff Galley was the United States longsword champion last year. Due to scheduling and injuries, he was unable to compete for the longsword championship this year. Polearm champion, not longsword, polearm champion this year, last year. There's one of the American support staff, showing off some American beauty there. I like the red, white, and blue thematically appropriate garb with the little stars on the hat there. It's Dan Kitka in the background, one of the better American singles fighters with the long sword.
We're also looking for referees for the fire show that's going to take place right after the fighting's over. So, if any of your teams have...
Okay, checking that the teams are ready, and here we go. United States versus Denmark. United States has lost two matches already, and now they're up against the team to beat. We've, infiltrated the backfield. Let's see us do something with it. Okay, it looks like looks like we may have some hope here. We've got some local numerical superiority, but when you fall down, when they fall down, that's no good. Here comes Austria looking for, here comes Denmark looking for someone to hit. It's not a good sign for the Americans. A Dane just took down an American and remained standing. A Dane fell down with an American, but there's still plenty of Danes left over. And you saw the referee counting the number of Danes left over, and it was more than the number of Americans left over, and that's not a good picture for the U.S. team. Okay. I don't know if okay, here's a little critique for the sound guys. Born in the USA is a protest song It tells the story of a Vietnam veteran who wound up turning to a life of crime because he couldn't get any work in America. So, when you play Born on the USA for Americans, the only Americans who really feel that you're doing something nice for them are the Americans who haven't actually listened to the words. Okay, it's kind of like playing Marching Through Georgia for Georgians. I mean American Georgians, not former Soviet Georgians. So we see, once that Dane took down an American, he turned around and looked for someone to hit, and there was no one left. That's not a good sign. Okay, with the Americans down 1-1, all right, we're just going to say I appreciate the sentiment. We're just going to go with the sound of the music, and we're just going to hope for the best here. Okay, here comes the American team. The subs are in. Denmark waving its flag. It's funny. No one seems to know what music to play for Americans. I'll tell you a story about Sweet Home Alabama later. And here comes Denmark. And it looks like an American runner is looking to get into the backfield. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Is he going to hit somebody from behind? No. And an American is down already. He's running, he's looking for someone to hit. Meanwhile, there's some local American superiority, but look out! You gotta check the map. Here comes Denmark. Took someone down, took another guy down, went down with them. But Denmark is gaining local superiority again. They're looking for someone to hit. Americans down all over the field. The whistle's blown. The fight is stopped. And Denmark beats the Americans. The Americans have been wiped out and gone winless in the 10-on-10. The Danes have are lossless. The Danes are undefeated in the 5-on-5. They're undefeated in the 10-on-10. And now the odds makers in Vegas, if there are odds makers watching this in Vegas, are definitely setting the odds in Denmark's favor.